Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Harold here, Figuremania Show. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you are in the world. And in today's video, we are taking a look at the next wave from the JoyToy TMNT line. We are taking a look at Slash, Tokka, and Krang. Now, before I go any further, I want to give a special shout out and thank you to Kowkistoy for sending me out these figures for review. And if you guys are looking to pick these figures up, they are in stock right now at Kowkistoy.com. You guys can look in the description section for the links to order these figures. Remember to use my promo code Figuremania-kowkis to get 6% off. Now let's continue with the review of these really cool figures from JoyToy. Let me start off by saying that I've really been enjoying this TMNT line from JoyToy so far. It really hits the nostalgic buttons for me. You know, it brings back memories when I was a little kid watching the TMNT cartoon, and you know, having these characters in hand is a real treat. Each figure beautifully detailed with lots of articulation. It's very surprising that JoyToy has managed to put in so much into such a small figure. I mean, they're 3/4 inch figures. Now, in terms of Krang, he is the largest of the whole line so far, and he is my favorite by far. But let's start off with Slash, and then we'll look at the individual details, the accessories and all that, and then I'll save Krang for last. Starting off with Slash, he comes loaded. So just to show the accessories first, so he comes with a shield, okay, a wooden shield with spikes on it. He's got these weapons. He's got a handgun. Very nice. Let me just go closer to. Very nice detail on the handgun as well. Okay, and he's got and he comes with a lobster sandwich, which is kind of neat. Comes with also a pre-mutated version of himself, I guess. Comes with a mug, drinking mug, fun. Palm tree, okay, and he's got these weapons, nicely detailed, nicely colored. Okay, Slash comes with 4 pairs of hands, including the one that's on the figure already. So he's got open hands for gripping things, I guess, the mugs and stuff. He's got other ones. I guess these look like the triggers for his guns. He's got fisted hands as well. Very cool. And he does have a second head, and this one's different from the one that's on the figure already. So it's got like a metal bandana. Okay, so let me just bring Slash close to the camera. Let me just adjust the camera a bit. So you can see. Let me just switch the head out. That looks very cool, very menacing, and very nice. I kind of like this one a little bit more, this one here with the black bandana. So I'm gonna put that one back on. Okay, so since I have him in front of the camera, so let's just take a look at Slash right now. Look at all that beautiful detail on him. He's got the belts, you know, holding the knives and things. It's all very nice. Look at that. Okay, so these are free floating pieces, you know, the knee pads, just like on the turtles themselves. Okay, very cool. Okay, looking on the back. Okay, so you know, he's got these swords. Very cool. Let's take a look at the articulation of the figure. Okay, so you know, he's got good bend at the elbows. Okay, so he's got swivel at the elbow. He's also got a bicep cut here, up here. So he's got good movement at the arms, which is really cool to see. Can easily do the T-pose. Okay, so his head can move up, can move side, you know, turn easily, look down, which is nice because it's on a peg. Okay, so the body, it's got the cut here on the body. Can do a good crunch. Okay, so he can bend his body side to side just a little. Okay, but like when you do that, you know, like you got all this stuff that's that you have to worry about and things. So okay, but he's able to pull off pretty neat poses. Let me just get him into a fighting pose here. Okay, and then the legs. So, oh, look at that. Popped off already, but because I've been fiddling around with him a lot. So, but just pop it back in and you're good to go. Okay, so it's got good stability, which is really nice. Okay, so let's see if I can get him into a kick. Very neat. So if you spend time with, you know, posing him and things, and you line them up properly, you know, center of gravity and everything, you can get him in really nice poses. This is really nice. Like that very much. Very cool. So you see, no stance. There's so much that, you know, there's enough engineering that you can pull off some pretty interesting poses with these figures for sure. Very nice. With this many accessories that comes with this figure, there's a lot of options for you to pose him and to take photos and things, so which is really nice. I mean, there's a lot of variety with these figures for sure. Here's Slash holding his pirate gun, which is pretty cool. So let me just bring that closer to the camera. See if I can zoom it in. That's pretty cool. And you can fit the finger in you know, where the trigger is, which is kind of cool. I like that. Look at that. That's cool right there. And now let's take a look at Tokka, and he comes with everything you see here. He also comes with a part of a stand too, just like Slash. Okay, he comes with a mug, which is pretty cool. So, you know, I guess Slash is his drinking buddy. Let me just adjust the light for you guys. So you guys have seen this already. He's got a, I guess, a chicken drumstick, which is pretty cool. And he's got a pre-mutated version of himself as well. Okay, so he's got similar hands just like Slash. Okay, and he's got his signature weapons, which are really cool. I really like this one right here. So yeah, and let's take a look at Tokka himself. Let me just adjust the lights here for you guys so we can have a better look at him. And just like Slash, he's got really awesome detail. His mouth articulates, so it's on a hinge, so it's really cool. So he can move his head that much, so there's good movement for his head. He can look up and things, which is kind of nice. And he's got these hooks on the back of his shell, so it's for his signature weapon, and that's pretty cool. So you can just hang it like this, and that looks pretty awesome. Makes him look dangerous. All this stuff here makes him look dangerous. And he's got the same articulation cuts as Slash and everything. Okay, he's got you know, a similar belt, you know, with his holding his knives and things. So very, you know, identical articulation basically. So I can get him to do the same you know, kick and things. So he's got a, just like Slash, he's got a thigh cut over here. So very good. Like all these figures, like even the turtles, they have like thigh cuts and stuff like that. So they have very similar articulation and things. So he can crunch about that much and things. So yeah, everything is more or less the same with you know, with Slash and Tokka. But yeah, like the design, like I really like all the details that they put into this figure. He looks so cool. I really like it. And now let's get into Krang, and I think this character right here might be my favorite figure of the line. This figure is absolutely charming. The minute I took him out of the package, I was like, wow, this figure is phenomenal. And he scales actually very well with my Godzilla figures. And if you will see later in the behind the scenes, I did a shot of him fighting Godzilla, which is really cool. Now let's look at everything that comes with Krang. So he comes with everything you see here, and with Krang he comes with a complete base. So he's got, you know how other characters have just one piece, Krang comes with all 4 pieces because, you know, he's a pretty big figure. Now let's look at Krang himself, and when you get this figure, he comes with his pre-robot body. So this is let me just remove him for a second here. He comes with this, and I remember this in the cartoon, like he would walk around with this, you know, before he had because his main robot body was under construction and things, and he didn't like how people saw him in this mode and things. So it's just cool. He's got guns and things, which is kind of nice, you know, and it's got you know, a decent amount of range, I guess, you know, so it can stand pretty well. You know, it's got good stability and things. Now let's look at Krang himself, and very cool, very charming figure. You know, he looks exactly like how I remember him in the cartoon. Just goofy looking and things. He's so cool, and like the little tentacles, like they you can move them around and things. Okay, so very nice. Really like that. Very fun. What a fun piece for sure. So he's got nice detail. It looks literally exactly like the cartoon, which is really cool. And it fits well. Let me just adjust the camera for a second for you guys. And that's how he looks like in his walker, I guess. You know, this kind of looks like the Mandalorian Grogu's thing. You know, do you see it? Which is cool. Very nice. Let's take a look at the other accessories that come with this really cool figure set. So with this figure, you know, you can he comes with like these weapons that you can place in his forearms. So he's got an axe, he's got a saw, and you can move it. All right, so he's also got a mace. Okay, so it doesn't bend here, just only bends like from here to here, but here in the middle, no, it does not. Okay, and he's got drills, and I guess this is a gun. I think this is a gun. Yeah. Okay, and he comes with 2 pairs of hands. So fisted hands, that's already on the figure, which I will show you in a bit. And he's got the open hands too, and it's got nice texture to it. So let me just zoom in on this hand. Very nice texture, detail, and paint apps. I really like it. I mean, JoyToy did a phenomenal job with this figure, and they've been doing a phenomenal job with all the other figures actually. Now let's take a look at Krang's main body, which is really cool. So he definitely looks pretty much identical to how I remember him from the cartoon. Those glasses. Very cool. The detailing on him and the paint app is really nice. The silver and things, all the robot parts of him and things. So since we're here, let's look at the articulation. So he can look down like that, he can look up. So just got to be careful that they're about the gappages and things. So, you know, you can turn him all the way around. I mean, he's a robot, so I mean, you know, I guess this is acceptable. Okay, so let me just zoom back. All right, and now let's look at the arms. So he can do a T-pose. Okay, now with these shoulder pieces here, they kind of get in the way, so you have to be a little bit careful. So like, it doesn't really stop him from raising his arms or anything like that. So, you know, which is nice. This is like a soft plastic type thing. Okay, but you want to be careful not to overdo it. It might rip off on you. Okay, so he's got good. Oh, let me just do that in a minute. So he's got good range at the arms, so he can bend his elbow about that much. He's got a elbow swivel, no bicep swivel, so like the elbow makes up for that. Okay, so then for the hands, you can turn them all the way around. Okay, very cool. So pretty good posing for a figure like this. Okay, so for the legs, he can kick up about that much. Okay, kick back about that much. Okay, he's got a thigh cut. Okay, and he's got good knee bend, which is nice to see. Really good. Okay, and he's got ankle pivot. Okay, so he's got good, you know, range at the ankles, which is really nice. So, you know, for a big guy, a big figure like this, like he's meant to be a big guy, you know, the articulation for him makes sense. You know, he's not overly articulated or anything like that. And then for the waist, I mean, you can turn him around. I mean, he's a robot after all, so you can get him to do funky poses like that. He doesn't have a lot of crunch, just a tiny bit, because of this part here that houses Krang, right? Okay, and now to put Krang into the stomach, it's very easy. So let me just adjust him a little bit for you. So what you do, very easy, just pull this piece off like that. Okay, so that's where Krang goes. Take him, just pop him in. Okay, so you have to move his tentacles, make sure that they don't get in the way. And there, Krang fully in his full glory. And that looks really, really cool. So I'm going to show you guys how the hands accessories look on this figure. So I'm just going to swap them out for you guys. So switching out his hands and putting in his accessories is very easy. So you just pull out the hand like that. Okay, and then now on mine, the peg did come out. Okay, so oops, let me just put him back here. So you may experience this. Okay, so let me just remove the peg here for a second. Okay, so I removed the peg from the hand. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the hand in here. Okay, and then just put that back in, and nice and easy. I want to show you guys the reason why the hand peg is removable. It's because the other accessories that come with this figure has its own peg, so that's why you want to have that peg removed, and you can just put it into his peg, and look at that. Oh man, that looks cool. Awesome, look at that. That's very cool. Just want to show you guys in case this happens to you. So I mean, these little wristbands, I mean, they are removable and things, so just be careful with that. So maybe if I do this, that'll be easier to do. So in case that gets stuck like that, and let me just switch it out to the mace. That looks pretty cool. Gun and mace, very nice. That's pretty cool. Here's the saw blade and axe. They look pretty cool on him. And the saw blade, you can rotate it, which is kind of nice. Very cool. And for the last accessory for this figure, he's got the drill hand, and that looks really cool too. All these accessories that come with this figure look super cool. Very cool. Again, my favorite figure of the line for sure. And in case you're curious, the Krang figure can also do a martial arts kick, and he can balance himself which is kind of cool. You just need a little bit of patience and stuff, and you can pull it off. Very cool. Look at that. So nice. Whoop. Yeah, so he's got good range of articulation on the legs at least. So very cool. Getting into some size comparisons, you can see Krang just towers over everybody else. Let me bring out the other characters for you. For the next size comparison, we have, of course, Shredder, Bebop, and Rocksteady. And all these figures look fantastic together. You can clearly see how big Krang is compared to Shredder. So Shredder doesn't need to look up too much. He needs to look up a little bit because, you know, Krang is at you know, Shredder's height, you know, when it comes to like looking at him, which is kind of funny. And for the next size comparison, of course, we have the turtles themselves, and this looks fun. And for the next size comparison, this is a fun one. So here I have SH Monster Arts Godzilla 1972, and this would be a fun matchup. And I also have Toho Ultimate Super 7's Godzilla Heisei, and this is fun. I use this Godzilla in my shot, which is really cool. And for the last size comparison, let's do Hayatoy's Godzilla 1991 and Legendary Godzilla. And man, a lot of fun stories you could tell with these figures right here. Very awesome. And giving you guys a shot of the whole line released so far by JoyToy. Fantastic work, JoyToy. Thank you so much for all your hard work and things. This figure line has been absolutely an amazing treat so far. And again, I want to give a special shout out to Kowkistoy.com for sending me these figures for review. And guys, there are more TMNT figures on the way. We got Casey Jones on the way, and we got others on the way, like the dinosaur guys on the way too and things. So a lot of fun characters that are coming. So guys, if you guys are looking to pick these figures up, guys, go to Kowkistoy.com, use my promo code Figuremania-kowkis to get 6% off your purchase, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.